happiness must be found within first. And also, happiness has to be chosen. What did you learn in 2021? All right, for starters, I learned that family comes in many different forms. Meeting people that you, obviously, you know what I'm saying, like you never thought you would meet, and then to come across them and be so intertwined and connect with them so well. Yeah, and then just to connect with them in a way that just makes you, you know what I'm saying, like see things from different perspectives, and it's you just never know where that's going to come from. I will say that, at least what I learned about myself, I learned again, ascending to a higher frequency when it comes to spirituality, and what so much have I learned about my mind and how powerful it is, and like the powers that God and the universe, or that I believe God and the universe has, is quite astounding. I started the year off in a position mentally where I was not, I wasn't in the best of feelings. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't in the best of moods all the time. Fairly dark, if you will, in some ways. And then to embrace reading like more than I've ever had before in my life, and seeing these and learning these different tools, learning from different mentors that put me on to just so much knowledge, so much game to attack and just be for myself. And that's the whole thing, man. Like, this life, a lot of us were taught when we were younger to find somebody to complete us. And I have learned that couldn't be anything further from the truth, because it's like going, like for me, I found myself by being by myself, and realizing that happiness must be found within first, and also happiness has to be chosen, like daily. It's not a destination. It's something that you have to decide today. I'm going to be grateful for this. So this is what makes me happy. It makes me happy to be able to wake up, go to the gym. It makes me happy to be able to read books. It makes me happy to listen to music. It makes me happy to just sit in silence and think about my thoughts, and not be bothered by the pressures of anybody. Because, a lot of people come into your life and they project their insecurities onto you, and they want you to be responsible for their happiness. But that is not your responsibility. And there are a lot of times where you see and you meet different people, and then you realize that you're on different paths, and that you have to embrace the acceptance that everything is temporary. Everything is. And that, so once you lose somebody that comes into your life and then they go away or whatever, it's just, they're returning. It's what's happening. Like nothing in this life is permanent with us. Everything that you love will go someday, including you. You're going to go somewhere. You know what I mean? You're gonna have whatever you believe in is where you're gonna go. But like, nothing is permanent. Relationships that come into our life, decisions, and people having the courage to stand up for what they believe in, and for you to have the respect enough for them to to go their own way. And it's interesting how you perceive life as you get older versus when you were younger. You know what I'm saying? Like when people will come and go all the time, I remember playing the victim and saying that, oh, you know, people are always leaving me and I'm abandoned and all that stuff. But could it be that people have set healthy boundaries for themselves? Maybe, you know what I mean? Like there's so many perspectives you could really see in when it comes to the aspect of people coming in and out of your life. And who's to say that you're not going to make it without them? You know what I mean? It's like that one person. I saw a meme tonight, actually, on I think I was on Facebook, and it said, "The person I thought I needed taught me I needed nobody." You know what I mean? Like you don't realize how powerful you are until it's the only option that you have. And again, you stick me in the jungle, I'm coming out a fucking wolf. And and that's what I feel like this year did. Again, you know, like to be in a position of you know, at one point being very ungrateful for the things that I had around me and always looking for what I didn't have, you know, and people that you had around you, and you're looking for the, you know, for those that you feel are supposed to be there for you. But what about those that are actually there? And, you know, I just, again, I'm taking this time to be grateful for, you know, my time that I had in Georgia and those people that I met, you know, at the job and, you know, outside of the job. I mean, I'm just grateful for the experience that was there. And then coming here, you know what I'm saying, back to Florida and meeting different people, all walks of life, and just being grateful for the experience that was given. Because it was just that, as an experience. It's not good or bad, nothing, you know what I'm saying, despite whatever happened, why we stopped rapping or talking, whatever it is, it was just an experience. And I hope they learned as much as I did about the, you know, from the experience, and hopes to better, you know, ourselves. Because that's really what it's about, just becoming the best version that we can of ourselves. So, you know, 2021 brought forth so many gems, so many lessons that, you know, I really feel so inclined and so in tune, excuse me, with the universe, you know what I mean? And like everything that comes my way is supposed to be that way. It's just about accepting it. So, you know, you'll think that people are supposed to be in your life for, you know, forever. But a lot of people are coming there to see, you know, for a lesson, and then you just move on to the next step and be thankful for those lessons that were given, because nothing is permanent to you. Everything is a teacher. It's like being in a class, you know what I'm saying? Like the same, well, I mean, it depends on your high school, but you know, the same teachers you had in ninth grade isn't who you had in 12th grade. Like your teachers move around, you know what I mean? I mean, not you move around. I mean, your teachers, this is what they came into your life to teach you, and then you move the fuck on to the next thing. So when you have people that, you know, in your life and you feel like, you know, it's going to be there for a minute or so. Maybe you've known these people for 15 years, 20 years. Maybe you've known them for a month. Maybe you've known them for 2 days, a week, whatever. But be sure to take the lesson from those people that are around you. You know, like whether you perceive them as bad or good or, you know, toxic, not toxic. You know what I'm saying? When you're around toxic people, they show you what you don't want in your life. And if you're smart, you set the right healthy boundaries for yourself. And anyone that loves you will understand that. You know what I mean? And that's really what it's all about. Because, I mean, you know, there's a lot of people that like to force their way and they want to manipulate you and all that. And you have to be cognizant. You have to be an adult about things. You have to be mature enough to let people do exactly what they want to do, and love them unconditionally for it. You know what I'm saying? So 2021, I got to read so many books. I got to know the beach so much better, as far as like being able to decompress when I feel so much stress, so much anxiety, if you will, that feeling of like, I think it's remnants of being a people pleaser, feeling like you have to be there for everyone and everything. But You are only responsible for your own happiness, and everybody else is responsible for theirs. So it's doing what's best for you. And sometimes doing what's best for you is going to piss some people off, and that's all right, because you don't owe anyone any fucking thing. You know what I mean? Like, that's what this life is about, man. You know, there's a lot of teachers that we had early on in our lives, you know, parents, friends, family members, or whatever, that implanted a lot of thoughts into our brains that aren't really ours, or how we feel about ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's recognizing again how you're not incomplete, how you're not broken, and being okay with being who you are, and understanding that you're just a being, and you're living through an experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing good or nothing bad. You're just living through experience. So to let go of that ego too, like, you feel like you have to attach yourself to this identity of who you think you are, and the person you think you are is not who you are. You are not your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are a lot of times where we can feel like we're a bad person or what have you, but it's really just our perspective and how we're viewing things. You might feel like you're a bad mother, you might feel like you're a bad father. It's all about the perspective and then the effort, really. And you have to look at that. And I learned a lot of being a father this year. Applying more effort, recognizing faults within myself, as a man, as a person, you know what I'm saying? Still making mistakes, still learning. So if you're trying to figure out this communication thing, learning to be okay with making mistakes too, not being perfect, and just living. Learning to live instead of just worrying about dying. You know, a lot of us walk around worried that we're gonna die or some shit, instead of focusing on the aspect of living. Life is for the living, truly. There's no getting out of death. You're going to die someday. So you might as well live while you're here. Like, anything you want to do, any risk that, you know what I'm saying, like something you feel is very risky, you probably should do it. Not too much, you know what I'm saying? Don't do something, put your ass in jail. But, you know, something that is like, it scares you in a good way. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, if I do this, it might work. Do that shit, you know? Like I said, reading a lot of books, listen to a lot of mentors. I was introduced, thanks to one of my best friends, Takara, or T. Smurf, love you, girl. Jim Rohn, you know what I'm saying? Like, when she introduced me to Jim Rohn, and I've been hooked ever since. Like, Jim Rohn is like one of the greatest, you know, motivational speakers of our time. God rest his soul. But Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, J.E.T., Jordan Peterson. Who else can I talk about? Eric Thomas, Les Brown. So many, you know what I mean? Like, that have these little nuggets that you don't even think about, that help alter your brain so that you can use, you can maximize the use of your brain. And just so much that comes with it, you know what I'm saying? And I am just forever grateful for failing. I'm truly grateful for failing. I'm truly grateful for falling flat on my face. I'm truly grateful for that fucking ego having to take a back seat, that perfectionist taking the back seat, and then turning around and loving that part of me unconditionally, and like learning to love others unconditionally. And it is challenging at times, but I know that 2021 brought forth a lot of challenges for me mentally, like where I was, like if I wanted to stay in Georgia, if I was going to move, and then opportunity arose. I mean, I thought about it. I literally had this thought in my mind. I decided in my head that I was going to move. I applied for a gig, and I got 2 gigs for that matter. Selected for two jobs, but one in North Carolina and then also back here in Jacksonville. And I ended up choosing Jacksonville, of course, because it put me in Florida. But it was just a good opportunity, and I want to say I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here and be able to make things happen for myself, and just getting my head back on like the straight and narrow. anxiety wise, depression wise, all that stuff. It's been an adventure. It truly has, and it got very dark.
That I learned and endured during this year. Um, this year for me was one of the most trying, I would say one of the trying moments of my entire life. I can say that I've gone through emotionally, financially, I'm not sure to say physically, but it was a rough one on you, man. But like in most cases, we do bounce back.
You know what I'm saying? And now to be where I am right now, and working towards being so much better. Like you can literally look at old clips of myself and see the pain and watch me working through that pain, and then to see me now, and like I said, it's astounding. It's something to be very proud of, and I know I'm not the only person going through that or went through that. You know what I mean? So it takes a lot to persevere despite the adversity that you're facing. You know what I'm saying? So and it takes a team, man. It really does take a village to do it. Everybody's learning together. You know what I'm saying? Learning from each other, and you're gonna make mistakes along the way. But everybody that I've had a conversation with, even if we still don't talk to this day, and you probably still watch the show, I'm forever grateful for you being a part of the journey for however long you were, or however long you're going to be. You know what I mean? But it's been fun. It's still fun, and the journey is everything. And just to see that growth in oneself, and by setting goals, maintaining rituals, maintaining standards, that you're just going to persevere no matter what. And now, like I said, I'm just grateful for this, for the moments that come into these lives, and grateful for the moments in my life that I've been fortunate to see, growing closer with my kid, my daughter, my baby, and just having opportunities come up where we're able to see each other, or we're able to talk. I mean, my daughter graduated this year. You know what I'm saying? A year earlier than when she was supposed to. I'm super thankful. You know what I'm saying? For her to overcome her own set of adversity, and challenges in life to make it out. Seeing my family, watching my little brother, watching him grow as a man. You know what I mean? And overcoming his own challenges. Like, it's inspiring to me to see. And then also, cousins, people starting off on new opportunities. Like, I'm just, that type of shit inspires the fuck out of me. My friends that are able to, get certificates for nail school, or to be able to start new jobs after they prayed and asked for them, and get these jobs, or you know what I mean, like, or getting out of relationships that are toxic, whatever it is, and choosing themselves first for the first time. A lot of us have been people pleasers based off how we were raised. So to see that person choose themselves, choose him or herself over anything else, you know what I'm saying, is awesome. And like a lot of times when we're afraid to move, the universe and God in the universe, however you want to put it, will push your ass into where you have to be. And that's why you have to trust it. And, it's just been, like I said, it's just been great. So, in short, 2021 taught me a lot of growth as a man, and maturity and emotional intelligence, and the ability to apologize, and I'm saying, to manage that ego as much as possible. Still a work in progress, but a hell of a lot better than I want to say than where I was before. But I want to say thank you to the lessons that 2021 brought forth, and I'm looking forward to next year. Let's see what happens. What to look forward to in 2022? Traveling, like being able to have more time off. Obviously, more fucking money too. Shit, you know what I mean. But being able to have more time off, being able to pay off, you know what I'm saying, debt, being able to save money, being able to start businesses, being able to promote this platform a little bit more, being able to just live, like live and work on, work on working out, maintaining goals that that you want to obtain, that you're trying to obtain, removing all the carbs out the house, because yeah, I'll fuck up some potatoes, mashed potatoes, some fucking ramen, oodles and noodles, Oriental or beef, picante, chicken picante, and shit, what, cereal, waffle crisp, you know what I mean? Like big ass bag of waffle crisp, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, just a whole bunch of stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, probably not the best for you, but learning to, to watch learn to watch what you eat, truly. Life in 2022 is going to be productive. It's going to have its share of challenges, but it's going to be productive. And Lord willing, you know what I mean? Just make it through and just, again, ascend to a higher frequency. Trying to give the best, be the best version that I can. And impacting lives is really what I look forward to in 2022. Learning more about myself, learning we know what works for me and what doesn't work for me. Being more social, recovering from social anxiety, recovering from shame and guilt, recovering, and just trying to do away from the perfectionism. Hell, get back on the court. I ain't played basketball in like over 6 months, trying to rehabilitate the knee, even the ankles for this matter. Being 36, man, you're not as young as you used to be, player. You got to slow down. But I love the game. I miss it. I got a whole bunch of knee braces and ankle braces. I look like I'm gonna look like James Worthy and Magic Johnson out there with the with the knee pads and just all that. But if that's what it takes to play the game, then I'm willing to do it. I'm not able to go above the rim like I used to, dunking and all that stuff. I don't come down, fuck around, and have one fucking leg out there. You know what I mean? Be looking like the fucking what is it? Fidget off of the Great Mouse Detective. The fucking the one leg bat. With the peg leg, I'm not trying to be like that. So, but 2022, like I said, more things to do, more events. Try to tackle on again. Try to get a handle on finances a little bit better. Read Rich Dad Poor Dad again and some other books that'll help with the Dave Ramsey was another one to study for finances. But what I'm saying, like, get involved with different things and try to create businesses. And that's what I hope to do in 2022. Hope to get closer with family. Again, of course, getting closer with my kid as much as I can. That's what I would love to do. Closer with the rest, the rest of the family, and getting over myself. You know what I'm saying? Doing away with putting the ego to the back, so that I can persevere and be the man that I'm supposed to be. 2022, I hope to see, some understanding about this COVID shit, truthfully, so that we can somewhat get back to, some form of normalcy. And I refuse to believe that I want this to be normal, living like such. You know what I mean? Like, again, popping up, fucking up sports athletes and shit like that. You got fantasy players that's in COVID protocol, all this shit. But just, praying for healing in this world, healing in those around you. You got to focus on yourself. You got to focus on the people that's within. That's how you take care of the world, by taking care of your people. And you know what I mean? Your people. Don't try to save every fucking body. Save your people. Worry about your tribe. And if you take care of them, if everybody's taking care of their own tribe, the world's being taken care of. You know what I mean? It's like you have to focus on what you can control. Yeah, 2022. Like I said, we look forward to it. And I look forward to it. I look forward to making waves. I look forward to, like I said, impacting lives. I look forward to making more mistakes. I look forward to learning from them. I look forward to sharing those lessons learned from the mistakes on this platform. I look forward to just seeing different things, whatever is to come in 2022. Major things are happening. I feel it. I feel it with, within myself right now. Like, there's a lot of changes for the better, and I just, I'm looking forward to what's to come. Not just for me, but for everyone else in the world. You know what I'm saying? That's able to, not saying my world, not so much in the world, but the people in my world that I know are working on healing, that are working on recovering, that are working on doing away with a lot of bullshit that they once dealt with before, and they're able to set healthy boundaries for themselves and be able to press forward and say, I'm not taking that shit no more. And doing away with toxic, ideologies that their families may have taught them, or, just the people they were in relationships with that made them feel like they were just unworthy, and now being somebody that is, empowered and in charge of their life. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the beauty of it. You know what I'm saying? Some of you may have been getting out of a divorce, and you may feel like you failed or something like that, but it may have been and opened up a door for you to be with somebody that actually genuinely cared for you, as to where the previous person didn't. And what's important is that you get what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's being able to look at, being grateful for what you have versus for what you don't have. So 2022 is coming very shortly. So I definitely pray that we all make it to 2022. I hope that we make it throughout the year. I hope that we learn a lot from the things that we encounter. And yeah. So for all those watching this, like, hopefully you're being safe throughout the holidays and all that stuff, and in the new year. Maybe this probably be the last show for the year. So I just want to tell everybody happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Rosh Hashanah, whatever the fuck you celebrate during this time. But definitely be safe. Tell everybody that you value, that you love them. Apologize to those that you value, and swallow your pride, swallow your ego, and be able to just accept that you may have made a mistake, you may have fucked up, and just grow. So yeah, I'll see y'all in 22.